No, there'd be a lot less bumbling about. I have to cut.
Yeah, that's true.
It would be the most simple.
It'd be more
reviews.
focused. We'd be like, okay, let's talk.
Yeah,
about
it'd be the most simple
Your
reviews.
best
You'd be like,
episode.
TJ, what did you think about Buster Scruggs? I'd be like, I don't know, Ben.
It'd be
What did
13
I-
minutes. It'd be 13 minutes long.
Yeah. Just be really efficient about it. Be break it down into bullet points.
We'd just be like, it was good, Ben. It was good. I said it was good.
Those 3 points that you said earlier, what were they? And you're like, I said that it was this, and this.
Boom.
That was good.
Knocked it out.
I agree.
And a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Hey, this is the Target Audience Podcast. This is your host, Ben.
And I'm TJ.
And I'm Pierce.
And we're the Target Audience Podcast.
Yeah, that's us.
Yay.
This is a podcast where we like to talk about movies. We try to pretend to have like a set thing of way we do, but TJ last week picked a movie that he once saw that he thinks we should all visit, a movie that he hadn't seen but wanted to see, and then also a new release.
Yep, and they were Freeway, Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Yep.
And Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Yep.
I felt like that was 3 very different movies.
3 very different movies.
And I can't emphasize or underline the word very. Don't underline different. That would make too much sense.
Since, it's your pick, which order do you want to go through on things?
Let's
it's up
jump
to you.
into...
I'm on IMDb. I'm pulling stuff up.
Yeah,
Well-
what do you think we should talk about first?
Yeah.
Alright, let's just jump into... Let's do Buster Scruggs, and then we'll do Freeway, and then we'll close out with the newest release.
Okay,
Ralph
there
Breaks
you
the
go.
Internet. You want to just jump into the movie?
Yeah, let's just jump right into this. TJ, your first pick was it was technically a new release, but
Yeah, just
it was
dropped
one
on
that you were
Netflix.
interested in seeing, but since it was on Netflix, it's not like it was a big ordeal to go out and check it out. And that movie is The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Directed by Joel and Ethan Cohen, starring Tim Blake Nelson, James Franco's in it,
Fancy Brown's in
Yeah,
it.
yeah, a few
There's
other-
so many people in
a
this
few
movie.
other notable names.
Fucking
Yeah.
Tom Waits is in it.
Tom
Oh yeah,
Waits.
that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
David Krumholtz is in it.
Yeah,
It's
for
pretty-
like, I didn't understand why he was in it. Like, I just felt like such a weird person. to
It
play
was.
this movie, and then he didn't do anything.
Yeah, he was just there.
He just kind of sweated a little bit, and then.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
I
still a
didn't.
name in
I
it,
didn't
though.
mind. I didn't mind that he was in the movie. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this takes me out of it.
Yeah,
they put
let's,
David Krumholtz in it, my all-time favorite comedy actor.
So what are you looking for?
An anthology film comprised of 6 stories, each dealing with a different aspect of life in the Old West. That actually does perfectly sum it up.
Well, unless you take one that from the top, it's comprised.
Did I say? What did I
Yeah,
say?
you did it last. You did it at last
Did I say
episode as well.
compressed?
I didn't want you to make the same mistake
Oh,
twice.
no shit. Okay.
Oh, Liam Neeson's in it.
All
We
right.
forgot to mention that.
Take it from the top. An
Right.
anthology film comprised of 6 stories, each dealing with a different aspect of the Old West.
Yes. So in order.
I'm also reading at a slanted angle, so I can only see part of the screen.
All right. Do you have it memorized now? Do you just want to take it a third time? Just be like, look,
No,
it's
I
an
think we
anthology
got
film
it.
comprised of 6 stories.
I didn't
each
say
dealing
Look,
with a different-
guys.
Hey, Pierce, what would you say the Ballad of Buster Scruggs is about?
You know what I think it's about? I think it's about a compressed shit.
No, but overall, a very solid flick, man. Really cool. It's actually a great anthology film because every segment was really good.
Yeah,
And
they're also
'cause
totally
it's all
different.
the same directors, so it wasn't like
Mhm.
you know there was a similar level of quality, like very close in quality. I mean, some were better than others, but they were still like there was no drastic like.
Yeah, they're so
this one
competent.
fucking sucked.
Yeah, that they know how to tell stories in different ways.
Yeah, exactly.
But a lot of problems I have with like certain anthology movies is they'll like start to lose you like at a certain point.
Yeah, because
The
it's like
ABCs
they front load the best one.
Uh-huh.
The
This
ABCs
one,
of Death was like that for me. I wasn't
of
like,
course. but
ABC's
that's also-
there's some letters where it's like fuck.
that's also
X.
because there's so
I
many
was
of
like-
them.
Yeah, and then they even like do a joke about like, what are we gonna make it about
Yeah.
X?
Yeah.
Well, that's a perfect example of literally just quantity over quality.
Yeah.
In that instance.
Yeah,
It's like, we
there's,
need 26 of them.
26.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're not getting like the super talented directors because it's like
Well, some of the people you can tell were like just like people off of YouTube. I mean, they got Lee Hardcastle, who was
Yeah.
one of the best ones out of the movie.
Lee Hardcastle's fucking amazing in everything he is.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lee Hardcastle.
Yeah,
Check that
he's
out.
making big movies,
But not-
doing
what
stuff for
was-
the gorillas and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like what you said. They put equally just as much work into each segment.
Mhm.
The Coens did in this movie. Did you have a favorite part, like segment, out of all of them?
I
'Cause
don't
they
have
are-
one that's like I guess the first one is probably my
the
favorite.
one with Buster. There's a reason it's titled The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
I'd say that one's my favorite.
Yeah. That's a hell of an opener.
It was very cartoony.
It was.
Yeah.
It felt like a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Yeah,
almost.
yeah, exactly. He was very Bugs Bunny-esque. He was very like. He also just he was also kind of creepy because he was just so like chipper.
Yeah.
And committing like just brutal murder.
Sociopathic. Almost.
Yeah. He was just like he was really fast, killed 6 people. And then
he's like, oh shucks, I gut shot him. He's gonna have to bleed to death, and it'll be food for the Gila monsters and the coyotes.
And then he just starts singing about what he just did.
Yeah.
No, that was really cool, and also like great acting performances from. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
And I love the mechanics of him hitting the table and it shooting
The
him
one,
the guy in the head. That was just it was Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
The one with
Clancy Brown.
The one with James Franco. Where he was robbing the place.
That was my favorite one. I love Pan
Short,
Shot.
Pan
Short,
Shot.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he just ends. He's like, "That's pretty, girl."
That one was great, and I know you said the least favorite one for you was the dude mining for gold.
That was my least favorite.
I like that. That was one of my favorite ones.
I think I like that. I didn't like that one a lot because it was just like. I don't know, I just like the other ones more. I didn't dislike it though.
I think it was a great West story. Like that's a wild West story.
The one that lost me was the one about the girl whose brother died on the way to Oregon.
She was supposed to be married off.
That one was my least favorite. It felt like it kept going on and on and on, and I was like a little bit too little House on the Prairie for me until the last little bit.
But it serves its purpose because that is a part of the West.
No, I thought
I understand.
Right.
But it's just my least favorite.
What I liked about it is it built up this relationship from these two strangers.
And we're like, how long of a time period was it supposed to be?
I don't know. The Oregon Trail probably took like 1,000,000 years to do. So.
Yeah, but also it felt like it was like one day I talked to her, secondhand. Hey, she touched my hand, and it's like 3 days like I need to marry you.
Yeah, but that was also kind of the Wild West time.
I know.
Yeah.
Like she
Dating
was
so much easier back then.
She was about to marry off to just some guy because it was her brother's business.
It's like, look, we can't fuck before marriage, and you're the only one who I know can buy land.
Too, that guy was pointing out he's just getting older and older, and that's a dangerous trail to be escorting.
He doesn't want to be an old man.
He doesn't want to be an old man.
He wanted a reason to settle down and everything like that. Also, start a family.
But what I liked is just that it had I didn't even.
Oh.
I was just talking with my hands. But I'll take that. Whenever it like built this relationship, and then it has such a tragic end, and it was just like I don't know. I like that.
I liked it too.
It was a good ending. It's just I felt like it, and I understand it's stylistically it makes sense, and it makes sense in the context of the story and how you want to tell that story. I was just not enough.
I think this is one of the strongest.
I get sleepy on Fridays.
It was almost like a Western Twilight Zone. Like I had a little like a little kind of thing at the end. I can't describe it.
Yeah. No, I get that vibe too. But no, I definitely recommend it if you're into like a fan of the Coen Brothers work, especially because Coen Brothers like there's so much signature like their signatures that they have throughout their movies. Like you know how they love American folklore and stuff like that, like Oh Brother and
they're so fucking good at writing dialogue.
Yeah,
they're so good at dialogue. The scene with the Reapers.
Oh the very ending segment.
All of them talk the dialogue.
Yeah, it was
like fucking amazing.
Yeah, like the pace of it, the cadence to his speech, like
everything about it.
It mesmerized me. I was dialed in.
Really well.
Oh, you know what? I changed my mind. My least favorite one was the Liam Neeson one.
Oh, the one about the orator, the guy
that just kept doing that one. To me, lingered on a little long.
Yeah, but that was another one where it was supposed to like show the repetition and like him just kind of like losing it
and how he's weathered down.
Yeah, but I just thought that one wasn't as like
the meal ticket one. Yeah,
I thought it was good. I still thought it was good though. Like I can't say it's hard to think of anything like why you don't like it as much because it's hard to say anything bad about it.
Also, 2-second spoiler. Like you literally just have to jump at 2 seconds. I forgot. Does he get left behind or not?
He throws him off the cliff.
He throws him off the
I thought so.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember. Yeah, all right, it was implied. I remember now.
Because he
he dropped a big rock.
Because he got the chicken that could like pick the number.
Yeah. I remember that part. I just couldn't remember if
you see Liam Neeson driving and you look it back and he's not in there.
Yeah, I remember.
You know that kid, the orator, the guy with no arms and legs, from fucking Harry Potter.
Wait, they actually didn't get a guy with no arms and no legs?
No, it was the guy from Harry Potter.
Man, they need to start fucking hiring more, diverse cast.
I think it's hard to find an actor with no arms and no legs that has the acting capability.
There's gotta be one.
Maybe.
You only need the one.
Or you get some crazy actor to go to full-blown method.
You were talking about Gary Busey going method actor last week.
But he was the chubby kid.
Daniel Day-Lewis really just amputated his arms and legs.
The chubby kid in Harry Potter that always got like
Crabbe or Goyle or
it was like Dudley or something like that.
Oh my God! It was Dudley. We mentioned this because I looked at him. I'm like, is that Dudley? But the hair was all different. His face was so much leaner.
So skinny. I was like, why does he look?
He lost all his arms and legs.
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight. A lot of weight.
Can you imagine like living back in those Western times and it's like, hey guys, what are you doing later tonight? It's cold as fuck. And they're like, I don't know. I was just gonna go see what this carriage pulled up, and it's just some amputee dude just reading like famous.
Like, 7 years ago.
And he was called like the wingless orator or something like
that. But all he did was just read like other famous excerpts from popular speeches.
He did like
and stuff.
what was the one he did? He did like the Ozymandias or something like that.
I think he did the Gettysburg Address at one point.
No, he definitely does the Gettysburg.
He does a lot of. I think he does like something from like Shakespeare.
Yeah, aren't you glad that like people have access to other forms of entertainment though? Like that was probably like the only thing to do that night in town.
But the chicken that came out, I would be entertained by that if I saw that in real life.
Definitely. I would see it. I've seen worse at fairs.
I've seen way worse at fairs. You know what? I actually.
But what I'm saying is that was so common back then. Yeah, like, that was the thing to do.
But we were also talking. We were joking around. It's like, if we were around back there, our creative outlet would not be satisfied. We'd be like a traveling puppet show or something. We'd have found a medium to get something. It'd
literally be a carriage with sock puppets. Us like, welcome to the Target Audience podcast.
No, what we would do is we would have ended up
a bar fight. We saw talking about a bar fight.
We would follow all the towns going to where the puppet guy was, or like where the chicken guy was, and we would give our thoughts on the show the following week. So we're like, hey, so you saw the chicken thing last week, right?
You guys saw the chicken thing last week. Yeah, so we watched it too.
We watched it too, and here's our thoughts.
Oh, that would be great. Or like Pierce said, like
an old-timey podcast.
Pierce be like, oh man, we are reviewing this bar fight we saw on
we
last
have 3
Wednesday.
whole followers. They joined up in their wagons, and they're very interested in following our show.
They also help take care of our animals.
Yep.
They may or may not belong to us.
There weren't a lot of slaves.
We have Helen the chicken as a guest.
Time where there was still, because like Abraham
most
Lincoln
of the
was like
new states
before. It was like right when the West was starting.
Yeah, but most of the states in the West, they were because it was a state by state basis. If I remember, I think all of the Western states had it outlawed, so you didn't have them.
It appears
that's why California doesn't have like a bunch of plantations and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Could you imagine like we're giving our review on the bar fight or like the puppet show, and like it appears they left behind their chicken, so we have a very special guest.
Fan merch.
Yeah.
TJ, this is twice you've mentioned having a talking chicken on the podcast in a row.
Wait! But what are we talking about?
What was the first time?
One of the best Western movies of all time takes place during slavery is Django.
Oh, true. Django Unchained.
That is true.
It's a pretty great one.
Is that a Western?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
a Western.
Spaghetti Western.
It's definitely a Western in spirit and medium. However, it takes place in the deep South.
What state did it take place in?
It takes place in like Alabama.
Is that what it takes place in?
I'm pretty sure.
It is a Western in spirit. You're fucking right. Oh, it started in California. Oh, wait, no.
Oh, it was shot there.
It's a revisionist Western film set in the Old West and antebellum South. It's a highly stylized tribute to spaghetti westerns.
So, like Louisiana and stuff?
It doesn't say specifically. I don't think they ever
Plot
say specifically.
In Texas.
Oh, that's the West.
Texas isn't the West.
This says they traveled to Mississippi.
They go to Tennessee and Mississippi. That's not West. I'm talking like California, Oregon, Seattle.
Why the fuck? It's a West.
Nevada, Wyoming.
It was a Western that they literally shot in California, but then they're like, yeah, let's make it take place in the South.
It was partially shot in California, I think. I think it was shot in... I don't know.
Maybe you're right. Maybe California didn't have slaves.
Yeah, Greenville, Mississippi. That's the South. Mississippi South.
It's the Bible Belt.
But still a fucking good Western.
Oh yeah, definitely a good one.
Splitting hairs.
And Buster Scruggs, like I said, definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of Westerns and the Coens.
Yeah, and then, it was funnier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be more of like except for like the Buster Scruggs one, I thought that one was gonna be kind of tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be more of like a straightforward, like kind of West.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of funny dialogue, especially in the carriage one.
The carriage one had a lot of funny. I like the James Franco one. I like Pan Shot.
Yeah.
They all had moments of.
They all had their own like twisted sense of humor. Like,
yeah.
Kind of like.
Yeah. Some humor was darker than others. Like.
Yeah.
Overall enjoyable. I think it's worth a watch. It's a little long, but it's anthology, so if you really need to, you
watched
can
it
pause
over-
it and come back to it.
I watched
like
it the
it,
span
yeah.
over 2 nights.
Oh,
I
did
watched
you?
like
Yeah.
the first hour, and then I watched the other hour like afterwards, and it's like it doesn't matter because it starts.
It's one of those great long movies though that like when you just put it on, you can totally do it in one sitting.
It was just really late at night, and I was like, I could tell I was gonna start.
And I really enjoyed the transition, the way they did it, how it was just like opening a different page of a book.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. It was just.
Yeah, I like that. I want to pause it. And
it
read
flowed
next
very
time I watch
smoothly.
it.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to move on to our next movie, TJ?
Yeah. Remember we said the last one had dark humor? Well, this one. Way different.
Fucking
The other
this
movie was
movie.
1996 released movie Freeway. A twisted take on Little Red Riding Hood with a teenage juvenile delinquent on the run from a social worker traveling to her grandmother's house and being found by a charming but sadistic serial killer and pedophile.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one way to
Is this
sum it up.
considered 90s schlock? I think I'd consider
Starring
it 90s
Kiefer
schlock.
Sutherland, Reese
It's a little
Witherspoon.
schlocky.
It's
A
schlocky.
little.
I think it's schlocky.
It's schlocky, but it has fun.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
it has a
it's
lot
Yeah.
of fun.
I liked it. No, I'm not saying schlocky's bad,
Yeah.
but I'd consider this 90s schlock.
See, it's definitely not. It's not campy. It's schlocky.
But it was very 90s. Like when I think of like 90s schlock, it's just like something that's so like fucking in a time capsule because like just like the fucking subject matter. It was like the edgy stuff about heroin and dirty prostitutes.
You know what?
We're
Yeah.
Nirvana.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
had like. Oh god.
This movie has a twisted sense of humor too. It makes you laugh at things you shouldn't laugh at. It
Like,
definitely finds humor
Kiefer
in
Sutherland's face.
Yeah. I didn't expect him to be in like that kind of like prosthetic the entire movie.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
and-
The fucking rest of the movie, he looks like that, and he has the fucking
Yeah, I
metal-
did. I didn't
and the
expect him.
robot
Okay,
voice?
spoilers now. We're jumping right into it.
It's a- who
I didn't.
cares?
Yeah, it's an older movie. I didn't expect Kiefer Sutherland to get shot in the fucking neck.
Oh my
He
god,
got shot
yeah.
in the neck. He got
Oh.
shot in the back.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta say, the performances for this kind of movie, too, to get, like, you know, this is, like, one of Reese Witherspoon's, like, breakthrough movies at the time. And definitely, I think, one of my favorite movies I've ever seen with her in it. And Kiefer Sutherland's performance as two leads, they really go nuts with it.
Oh, also, fucking the scene where he originally gets shot in the neck
Mm-hmm.
was very realistic because like
Yeah, it was.
he's just sitting there like twitching a little bit.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god, whoever.
That's because they got hit in the spinal
How did
cord.
they get? They didn't have live leak back then. Where did they?
No.
Where did they see this?
You
So he's like twitching and stuff, and all
know
of a
what
sudden
you do
he's
is you
just,
like go ask
like
Vietnam
flailing
veterans.
around. He goes, oh.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess like she also shot him like in the exit wound that
Yeah,
came
that's-
out of his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I love
Yeah,
how,
she
like,
got one.
I love how just, like, straight up blunt she is, too, like, when she sees him in the courtroom and everything.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like, you ugly motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, when she sees him doing the 2020...
He tried to fuck me.
the Dateline news story about him,
Yeah,
and
she's,
they're
like,
trying to be
making
all
fun of him.
sympathetic, and she's like, at least I still have my smile, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Brittany Murphy
the
was
fuck-
in that, too.
Yeah, she was
Yep.
fucking.
Her character
gross
really
looking.
creeped me out.
Yeah.
She was weird. I did not
And
know.
Brooke
that
Shields
she
is
was
in it.
creepy.
Yeah.
Brooke Shields looks like a bitch.
Are you a big Charlie Sheen supporter?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm just saying Brooke Shields is just good at playing a bitchy character.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
She has the high cheekbones for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She looks
Mhm.
like she kind of looks like one of the ants from Ants.
Yep.
But it's a very interesting movie. Like, it's almost... It's,
I sandbagged that super hard. I didn't mean to. Sorry to cut you off, but you were like, yep. She looks like one of the ants. I was like, yep.
No, I'm glad you.
But no, it's accurate.
yeah. But the movie has this, like, cool, like, pulpy aspect to it, like, the whole time you're watching. Have you ever seen, like... I put
It
in
feels
same-
like almost, if there was like a little bit more snappy dialogue, it would feel like almost like a Lost Tarantino movie. Like you
Like
could,
one of his
you could
first
throw
movies,
this
like
idea
first
towards
movie.
him, and I could see his style being like implanted on this.
Or,
It
like...
looks like, or
have you
Robert
ever-
Rodriguez directed.
Well, it said...
Quentin Tarantino helped.
Yes.
It said Oliver Stone produced it. Like, his name, I think, popped up in the production.
Danny
Oh,
Elfman
well,
did the fucking
Danny
music.
yeah.
Yeah.
That music score
That was
something,
that was
I
too.
was
nuts.
not expecting that.
Isn't that
That
such a
was-
strange music score, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the songs in the fucking in the credits just sounded like it was straight out of Nightmare Before Christmas.
But it's
was
like they also
la,
just...
la.
While they bleeded
la,
over,
la.
like, squealing guitar feedback. Yeah.
It was had a real crazy soundtrack.
But it's a great soundtrack to a twisted fairy tale, which in all the Little Red Riding Hood things, it's like they're so like in your face blatant too.
I feel like it almost would have been better without it though.
I disagree. I think it's cooler.
But like she has like the basket. I thought the basket was kind of silly.
It was a little much.
She's like you could have given her a red hoodie
or a backpack.
Yeah, but like a red hoodie with a backpack.
Yeah.
But she has like a fucking big picnic basket where she puts her stuff
in. I think, this is getting like really heading into the movie, but when she finally gets to the grandma's house, I love him just dressed up as the grandma with the dead grandma in the corner of the room. That's a great, like, just literally modern take on Red Riding Hood.
And then she goes, Grandma, he's like, what big fucking ugly teeth.
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah, no, just really crazy movie from start to finish. And very unpredictable if you've never seen it for the first time.
Tiny ass Reese Witherspoon overpowering all these grown ass
because
men.
she's got like trailer park strength.
She's got trailer.
That's true.
He's used to like strangling uptown girls.
You remember
like,
the story she said about like all the foster parents that she ended up with, and she's somebody who was like messed with like all her life.
But she was like throwing them to the ground.
She knew judo.
But it was silly. I liked it. It fit with the movie.
It was silly, but Kiefer Sutherland really delivered some like real like
he was very
stop
charming.
Laughing moments.
He was very charming, like very good, like
Ted
Bundy.
He played a really good sociopath because
like
all his
Ted
laughter
Bundy.
and stuff
It
didn't it went like on his face but not in his eyes. Like he was really good at like having the dead eyes during it all.
Also while being like super manipulative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
dude played it good.
Oh yeah.
And then he just fucking goes full creep. He's like, "Did you like it when you got fucked?"
Yeah. And she was like,
she's like, "Get the fuck."
Yeah. You fucking creep. Let me out.
And then he's such a fucking. He's so just brutal. He's like, I'll kill you. She's like, what if I just slit your throat right now?
Yeah. Like she goes like 0 to 100 real fast.
It's very biting. Yeah, it adds like this crazy like realistic horror feel into this like weird, like you said, almost like schlocky,
silly,
twisted humor kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting blend for a movie.
It's very tasteless.
Yes, it's very tasteless.
Mm-hmm.
It's lowbrow, but not like lowbrow.
Yeah,
stupid.
It's very well done lowbrow.
Yeah, there you go. That's
it's
perfect.
Tasteful, tasteless.
Have you ever?
Like it's tasteless, but it knows it's being tasteless and knows which direction to take it.
Yeah, and I thought that scene where Kiefer Sutherland's in the diner, smoking. He's like, "Sir, this is a no smoking," and she's like, sees his face.
Yeah,
he's like talking with that robot voice. He's like, "Get me a soup with a fucking straw," and he's like, "What's like, get me a soup? Give me it."
Are you gonna tell that guy you can't smoke in there?
Now I'm gonna dub your voice over. I'm doing it. I know my first project when editing this episode now.
Have you ever seen Natural Born Killers?
Yes.
I put it in the same category as that too.
Yeah, it's a very similar
the satirical
vibe.
Take, how it exploits like, the really like trashy underworld.
I know Quentin Tarantino wrote it. Did he help direct
Oliver
it?
Stone, I believe, is the one that
directed
that. Yeah.
But I know Quentin Tarantino was writer on it.
Right.
I think he was like the main writer on it.
Yeah. This guy apparently also wrote Ted Bundy, and this is what he looks like.
Oh, that was him in a movie.
Is it?
In Forbidden Zone.
Oh, okay. I thought that was just like, that was the only picture they could find of him.
That looks like it's the only picture they can find of him. That's a movie from the 80s.
And also, like you pointed out too, found out there's a sequel. I didn't even know that when I recommended this movie.
Freeway 2. Confessions of a Trick Baby. Confessions of a Crack Baby.
This movie was also just so mean and blunt with what it said.
It was very mean. It was a very mean-spirited movie.
Yeah.
I like how they stylized the IMDb page because this movie's fucking Disney and making $1 million.
It's hard to say that, like, it's like, Disney just buys reviews when you got a fucking customized page on IMDb from Disney. So speaking of Disney, TJ, Ralph Breaks the Internet. You don't get to use the crutch. You don't get to see how they describe it in this one. Tell me what your plot synopsis for Wreck-It Ralph without spoiling anything is.
It's about, without spoiling anything?
Without spoiling it. Give me your basic synopsis. Give me the lead-in. The basic premise going into this movie, what you want to expect, even though you know it's going to go elsewhere.
Alright. It's about Ralph
Mm-hmm.
and Vanellope from the last movie.
Yes.
Right? Something happens.
Oh,
like, how, do you want me to
what happens?
Something happens.
Do you want me to, how spoiler do you want me to get?
I'll tell you when to stop.
Okay, well, something happens to Vanellope's game.
Okay.
And her game gets unplugged.
Okay, so
I'll
how do
put
they
that
fix
in quotations. And in order to fix it, Ralph and Vanellope...
It's Cardi B's sister.
But Ralph and Vanellope adventure to the newly plugged in internet.
There you go. See, you got it.
Ralph fucks up the internet.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was
Ralph broke the internet.
Yeah, you could have just said like Ralph and Vanellope go into the internet to save Vanellope's game.
Oh, I could have. It's not a contest, man.
Come on. You're trying to go for like IMDb synopsis.
I feel you.
Yeah, I mean, like, just going off the top of the dome, I'm going to go 6 years after the events of Wreck-It Ralph. Ralph and Vanellope, who are friends now, discover that there's a Wi-Fi router in their arcade, which leads them into a new adventure.
Why did they put...
off the dome.
Why did they put now friends? Like, we didn't know that at the end of the first one?
It's like, now friends. It's
like she gave him a cookie medal that said, "You're my hero." Yep. Of course they're friends. That cookie was
stale as shit.
So do you think you fucked her? Like, she only has the body of a child, right?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, that's weird.
I really don't want to get into
situation.
This.
It's like, is it okay to beat off to the movie Orphan knowing that it's supposed to be a 30-year-old woman?
No, it's not.
No,
because it's actually not a
30-year-old. And not only that, too, throughout the whole movie, you're beating it not knowing that.
I know, but then you get the twist.
So
then you feel okay. You felt real guilty, and then you hear the twist.
Ben's like, oh, damn.
You're slightly disappointed, but feel less guilty.
Alright, so, what do you think, TJ, since this is the movie you wanted to see?
No, I don't think he fucked her. I think Ralph is a man of morals, and I don't even know why that would cross anyone's head, but here we are talking about it.
I mean, you have kind of like a jealous boyfriend thing going.
I'm not gonna let you get me on this. Right. I thought the movie overall was...
to show cropped porn as a thumbnail. Just poorly cropped.
Rotoscoped porn.
Alright, so TJ, what were your thoughts on this movie?
I thought it was a good movie. Like, it served its purpose. It's like, if you like the first one, I think you'd enjoy this one. When I went and saw it, like, the whole time, like, there's, like, a lot of delivery on it, and, like, the way it transitioned and everything, like, I had a smirk on my face the whole time. It was just a cool movie.
I liked it, but I kind of was expecting a little more. I thought it was, because I really liked the first one, I guess because it was about video games, and I guess I like
this one felt a lot less referential to that.
Yeah, I like the video game aspect, I think, more than I like the internet aspect.
Because the internet was just kind of like, here's YouTube, and here's eBay.
They still did, like... And,
the eBay thing was funny.
They get, like, a lot of internet culture, like, pretty good, but, like, there's still, like how getting rich playing video games, like, legit gave him money. Yeah. I mean, it's like, you can. Yeah. But that's not by clicking those ads.
No.
Not by clicking those ads.
Yeah, I expected it to be malicious.
Yeah,
I think they set it up to be malicious. Like,
it gets malicious later because he gets towards the virus.
But he wasn't a bad guy.
No, but towards the end,
he's just like, he's like, I just started my own business. I'm a small business owner. It's not much right now.
Give me this car, and you said you need a virus. Well, I know a guy. I'll help you out.
Towards the end of the movie, though, like when he first got there and everything, the internet was new and he was innocent to it, and like it wasn't so bad. They're giving the little the kitty punches and everything. But like as the movie got on, that's when he discovered the dark parts of the internet. Yeah. And what's the name of the game? Slaughter Race.
Sassy wives want to talk to you.
Oh yeah, sassy wives. Like with the pop-ups that just kept coming up. It did a good job for like what it can do. I think it was something that's enjoyable for like all age range.
Yeah. It was enjoyable. It was fine. My sister liked it. She thought it was funny.
I like the
At
massive...
one point, she did lean over to me and go, how much is left of this? It seems like they've covered a lot of things.
They did. They do cover a lot of ground in its runtime.
They had YouTube, like, in, like, the little, like, wide shots of the internet.
But then they had to use
BuzzTube.
Yeah.
The whole time. I wouldn't have included YouTube. I think that having both of them...
Yeah, it's like, if you were okay with... If YouTube was like, yeah, cool, use our
logo.
appearance...
Why would they be cool with using YouTube?
Just use it, yeah.
Because they used all the other fucking websites.
I like
Oh My Disney.
I like
how eBay works and all that stuff.
The scene, one of my favorite scenes is just the massive flex they do when Vanellope's like, I want to contribute and help, and she's going to do a pop-up push to help Ralph get the hearts or whatever. And when they go to Disney, like the Disney website, and it's just a massive flex of everything Disney owns.
Yeah,
to me, that's such a big fuck you to every other movie studio.
It just said Marvel,
Star Wars,
princesses, Star Wars section. There was some stormtroopers in it. Groot was in it.
Stan Lee.
Man, can you imagine going to
a Stan Lee little internet icon?
A little Stan Lee.
Can you imagine going to DisneyFunZone.com? Yeah, that website. DisneyFunZone.com. Please see your parents before visiting.
Oh my god.
They just did a direct plug.
Yeah, but no, it might as well have been. But it was really funny though, like the way they did it. They did it good.
Yeah, it's based off
The
like
part-
a real website that's called like Oh My Disney or something like that.
The part with when Vanellope runs into all the other princesses and they're just having a hangout session.
And they're doing like BuzzFeed quizzes where they have to
but
identify.
It like killed me when the one princess from Brave just starts talking and everybody's just super confused as to what she said.
She's from the other studio.
And it's like, she's from the other studio. Like, stuff like that was like really good.
Oh, I hate I liked how...
That's
like,
the opposite of what you meant.
I didn't mean to say hate. I'm sorry. I liked how they got into the comfortable clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were like,
yeah.
Oh, and then she's like, you should dress more like me. And then they all had like, but it was all different.
Yeah, they all had their own thing. Like Snow White had a poisoned apple on it. I think
Pocahontas' hair was always like flapping in the wind.
Yeah, and then like I want to say Sleeping Beauty had like a Sleep Queen shirt or something like that.
They pointed
it was like
out
cheesy, but it was like
They pointed out the inspiration for their songs too. Always are like from a important body of water. That was funny. I never thought about that.
You know, one thing I will give this movie props for. I really liked the little sequence of her doing her Disney princess song, and it's like in the middle
slaughter
of
race.
Yeah, I like her struggling and failing to do it several times.
Yeah.
Would you play Slaughter Race if it was a real game?
They based it on. They said they based it around GTA and Saints Row.
I got a GTA vibe.
I get a Saints Row vibe.
I get more of a Saints Row vibe. Like the fourth game.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they also definitely did their own thing.
I feel you.
Like Just Cause.
But it's a fun contrast to what the games that Ralph and Vanellope are from.
I say it's like Just Cause.
Because games have changed so much since the arcade era.
Mm-hmm.
I think Gal Gadot isn't a very good voice actor. Like, I don't think she's...
Well, that was Gal Gadot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I thought she was like...
She did fine.
I thought she like... Yeah, but like I felt like it wasn't... Like, she just sounded like Gal Gadot. It didn't sound like a cartoon character.
Well, she's supposed to be a
well,
she's also
chick.
She's supposed to be a... Not only is she playing like a little cartoon character, but she's playing a video game character who's kind of just supposed to be kind of a flat...
Yeah, I know,
thing.
but like...
So, in a way, are they playing to her strengths?
Yeah, but like if you looked at when they're like on the phone call, or like when it's like the real people playing the video games, they sounded like cartoon characters. They were very animated.
That is true.
I don't know. It just sounded like Gal Gadot was kind of phoning it in for me.
But dude,
just
you
like,
guys
hot chick with accent in the game, real hot chick with accent. They could have just got like someone who was a better voice actor.
Yeah,
it didn't need to be Gal Gadot.
Yeah, because you can do all sorts of like what's her name? Oh God, the voice of Timmy Turner. I'm spacing.
Is it E.G. Daily?
No. No,
that's she's the one that does Tommy Pickles.
Oh yeah. Tommy Pickles. Shout out to Tommy Pickles.
Yeah, I like Tommy Pickles. Tara Strong.
That's what
Tara Strong does it for me.
Tara Strong.
Like she can flip the switch on. There's just like a Vine or something like that she did, where it's like she's doing like real sexy voice, and then she goes, you know what? And she goes, I'm a little boy. And like the Timmy Turner voice is like, ah.
That's freaky.
Okay. Check our channel. We got a playlist of all the things that we reference.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that playlist.
Yeah, I did too until I saw it the other day and saw it had 2 videos. So maybe I'm trying to bring that back.
Yeah, let's bring that back.
I don't know what I was trying to achieve there, but yeah, Wreck-It Ralph.
I'd say check it out. If you like the first one, you'll like this one.
There's not a lot of meat to get into, but it was enjoyable.
Well, say I about died laughing at the mid-credits, post-credits scene.
Oh, with the...
Where the girl's driving in the car, and the little girl in the back seat has the tablet, and she's like, Mom, I'm really sad that there's a part that was in the commercial that isn't in the movie. And then she's playing the pancake milkshake.
It was a scene that was in the trailer.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Yeah,
make sure you stay
watch
through
the trailer.
Stay through that credit.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I had to look it up on YouTube.
Stay through that credit, and then there is a very final credit scene, but it is really long to sit through.
Yeah,
and it's probably not
to be worth it.
Yeah, but the pancake milkshake one.
Yeah, that was funny.
Watch that one.
Okay.
But overall,
on that note,
I thought it was okay. It wasn't great.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you rate?
It didn't give me that same feeling the first movie did.
Where would you put your 3 movies?
Yeah, how would you rank them, Pierce?
Buster Scruggs, Freeway, Ralph.
That's close. Depending what kind of mood I'm in, Freeway and Buster Scruggs can be interchangeable. It depends what kind of mood I'm in.
Ralph was my least favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. Buster Scruggs is so different. And it's like
Yeah.
6 movies. It's like the worst Buster Scruggs loses to Freeway every time, but also the best Buster Scruggs beats Freeway.
But it's also
But I gotta look at it as an average.
You gotta hold them on to different merits too, though, because
They're so
Freeway's a more
different.
sleazier, trashier,
Well, yeah, I have
pulpier
some
film.
gripes. I have a little more gripes with Freeway than I do with Buster Scruggs.
That's because it's one thing, but we have several gripes with a couple of the...
Yeah, but like even those gripes are like very minor gripes to me
Yeah.
compared to the ones I have for like Freeway.
True. Alright, well... I don't know. I'm not gonna come in with a solid answer on this one.
Okay, you can just say interchangeable.
Yeah,
Tied for
it's
first.
interchangeable.
Tied for first.
There's
Just
too
say tied
much
for
going
first.
on, yeah.
Be a pussy. Don't make a stance. Be a politician, diplomat.
There
Working
goes
for
my
the
political
man.
career.
Here we go.
Alright.
Done made Pierce mad.
Yep, so...
None of us are having political careers. Literally, he opened up Ralph Breaks the Internet with like, "You think he fucked her?"
Shit, and then the
talk about
tagline,
orphan.
she only has the body of a child.
Alright.
Believe me, none of us are having political careers.
So before we go on to what we're going to be talking about on our next episode,
Honorable mentions.
let's do some honorable mentions. Let's go around. Are there any movies that only one of us watched this week?
I'm trying to think if I did.
Did I watch? I don't know.
I just been watching Cowboy Bebop lately.
All right.
Beat Bop.
Cowboy Bebop's good. That's why I need to turn TJ onto. Evangelion's coming to Netflix. You can finally have an excuse to watch that.
Ah, sweet, dude.
No,
I'm down with it.
TJ, my Hulu is logged in on your TV.
Oh, is
Oh,
it?
so you have Cowboy Bebop.
Would you
Just-
look at that?
Just create
Okay.
like a Barnett profile or something.
All right. I feel like you guys are like threatening me to watch Cowboy Bebop.
It's
If
really
you don't
good,
watch
dude.
at
Like,
least 3
Pierce-
episodes,
It's like
Pierce-
part 1 of 5 of the anime starter pack.
Like,
It's
Ben
like
was
you gotta watch.
Ben
It
was
is
like,
part one of
TJ's
five.
trying to watch, been trying to turn TJ onto that, and he shot me this glare, and then when you made a finger gun, at me, and you were like, my Hulu's on there.
Like, he's been watching a lot of Cowboy Bebop. He's in that shooty mind.
But now, earlier in the week, Ben ended up messaging me, because Ben's been trying to push Ginger Snaps
for a
on
while.
me for a while.
I
Because every
saw
time,
that the one guy liked Ginger Snaps, and you were like, yeah, we need to put it on.
Yeah,
Netflix.
because
Yeah,
every
it's kind of what motivated
yeah,
me.
and every time it comes up, like we always just for some reason get sidetracked, watch another movie. You know how it is.
Yeah,
You've tried watching movies with us.
Yeah, we derail. We end up on YouTube
And,
for like
it takes
4
like-
fucking
It
hours.
But
takes
no,
us 20 hours.
Ben literally
to
sends me a
fucking-
message and he's like, TJ, I think you'll really like this movie. I just started watching. He goes, he was even offering like, I can wait.
Yeah, I was like 20
Possibly.
minutes into Ginger Snaps. I was like, TJ, I can wait. Like,
And-
this is one that I
yeah.
strongly recommend to you.
And
Like,
I didn't
I'll
want
wait on
to.
it.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that.
Interesting.
I didn't want to do that to him though because he already started and he was
Yeah.
really digging it. And I was like, it's cool. I'll watch it. And I just watched it last night and it was fucking great.
It was a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
It does. It's
Oh,
kind
Remember,
I guess I
of
gotta
you
watch
remember,
this.
you remember
Yeah.
we were talking about where do we rank our werewolf movies? Ginger Snaps is like
Yeah.
at the top now.
It's in there. It's in the Holy Trinity.
Yes.
I'm
Holy
putting it
Trinity
there.
of American Werewolf.
I guess it's a
Wolf Cop.
holy quadrangle.
This one could hold its own on. This one,
Quadrant is square.
A quadrilateral. There we go.
Quadrilateral. There you
A
go.
quadrilateral.
he drew a 2-dimensional house.
We have the Holy Trinity, but it is expanded down into a holy square
No, what I'm saying is
of Wolf Cop, Howling,
Oh yeah,
Uh,
American
I haven't
Werewolf
seen
in
that.
London.
Werewolf in London.
Now,
Ginger Snaps.
for sure. I'd say definitively, if you were gonna watch a werewolf movies, like the must-see ones, Ginger Snaps is on my list of to recommend.
Ginger Snaps
to
is
people now.
great.
It's a cool one, and I'm actually excited for to look into the
I
sequels.
want to check out the sequels eventually. This was not a
Yeah.
Hellraiser situation. Like, it was like, that was really fun.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's just a fun horror movie made by people that
Yeah.
you could tell that love
they,
horror movies.
they get it. They have a respect for it, and they also know where to have fun with it and where not to.
It truly hit like all the
I
right
know
notes
I've
for me.
watched another movie besides.
Ben and I watched a few.
Yeah. Well, I watched a movie today on your recommendation.
Oh
I
yeah,
watched
you were never really here.
You Were Never Really Here.
Cold shower. Fucking
Cold
right.
shower movie.
More than we need to talk about,
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah, don't
It's-
spoil too much
without
because I haven't seen
spoiling,
it.
Yeah,
Joaquin
we won't
Phoenix
say- we won't
is
spoil.
a traumatized army vet who lives with his senile mother in New York, and he's kind of a hired gun.
Yeah, he's like almost like a private investigator.
He's a
but
private
little more-
investigator
almost a
slash
little more like Batman.
hitman almost. Like, he's like a guy who's like, if you need bad shit done,
Yeah, he'll do it.
he'll do it. And a senator's, or somebody running for Senate, I believe. Was
a
like a candidate.
mercenary.
Yeah, he's a mercenary of sorts. Stories about he gets hired by somebody running for like a state office or
I think it's
a
the
government
Senate.
office of some
Or
sort.
the government. Or the governor.
So-
Not
yeah,
government.
governor or something like that. And the guy's daughter goes missing. and he tasks Joaquin Phoenix, to hunt her down.
And then it's just whatever happens after that.
And then whatever happens after that, it gets dark and fucking unnerving and violent. And
is this one that I need to like knock up on my queue list?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You'd like it. You would enjoy it.
All right.
That's a you got like a day to yourself.
Okay.
Like I watched it. I'll be honest, it's been slow as shit at my work, and I may or may not have been sneakily watching it on my phone all day.
Nice.
And
I was watching Cowboy Bebop during my lunch.
Yeah.
Do you have people that listen to this podcast at your work?
No. Someone checked out like the first episode or two, and then I just kind of
fucking sucks.
No, I just didn't. I just stopped pushing it because it's like I'm not a good guy who like pushes it on my coworkers.
No, yeah, Ben's gonna be like leaving like like index cards with our logo on it and everything in the break room.
Most of them are nice people, but I also have no fucking interest in talking to them outside of work.
You're gonna just leave a stack of USBs with the latest episode on in the break room by the coffee bar?
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
So there's a couple other movies we talked on, but you were never really here was really good.
True.
We watched Chud finally.
I've never seen that.
Don't.
Hold on. Watch Chud if you're bored, but here's the thing. When you watch Chud, the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, fuck, this premise is really cool. There's some really cool moments. It could be redone so much better.
Yeah. It's just, it misses the mark.
It's a
like,
movie.
It's just like, all right, I got my bow and my arrow. I'm gonna draw back. I'm aiming. That's the bullseye. Just completely misses.
If you could shoot upward.
If you could extract a loose premise from Chud and inject it in a new way to do it.
Yeah. You get the 3-sentence plot synopsis. It's like write a movie script based on that, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, Chud, I don't personally get why there's such a big cult following behind it.
Yeah. We also watched Cosplay Fetish Battle Drones.
Oh, you guys watched it?
Yeah.
It's at TJ's house. Or it's in my car. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Is it worth checking?
It's so weird.
It's the weirdest fucking thing I've watched.
Oh, hell yeah.
Holy mountain levels of weird.
Oh, okay.
No, don't.
It is. It's just a different flavor of weird.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
if you injected...
Holy Mountain is peyote. This is like crystal meth. Like, it's a different flavor of like fucked up, shouldn't do it necessarily.
Holy Mountain is peyote. Accurate. This movie's crystal meth.
This is crystal meth.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'll go with you on that.
Freeway was just a huffing glue.
It's not...
Yes. The tasteless eye.
Cosplay Fetish Battle Drones is going to have you asking, just because you can, should you? But at the same time, you're not going to stop watching it.
You're not going to question
it. It's so weird.
It's
not going to be your favorite movie by any means, but it's
I'm
an experience.
I'm also pissed that it has like a 7.2 on IMDb.
Why does it have a 7.2 on?
Because it has like 3 reviews. It's like a 1 and then like 2 5s.
Oh my gosh.
It's weird, man. It's definitely like low budget, crazy. You want to talk about tasteless?
Yeah, it has oh my god, it has a 7.3. That's fucking weird, accurate memory.
Tasteless. Based on like how many reviews?
It's from 2013.
Technically, it has 69 reviews.
What is 001 trolling?
2 internet anarchists wreak havoc on the world and each other.
A full movie? It's a full movie?
An hour and 20 minutes.
Oh man, that's basically a full movie.
Yeah,
I could see after Ben gives you this movie, after you watch it, you'll either be like, yeah, I see what you're saying, or you're just going to snap it in half in front of him.
Why did you make me watch this? Why did you let me watch?
So, Ben, what are we watching next week?
Alright, so next week...
Wait, whose pick is it?
It's my pick.
It'd be cool. I think you should rock, paper, scissors for it, because you just prepped up your pick.
Okay,
alright, Pierce, let's rock, paper, scissors for it.
Wait, Pierce, do you even have 3 movies?
Yep, I won.
Ben comes in with a rock.
I do have 3 movies.
Beats Pierce's scissors.
Aquaman would have been one of them.
Do you want it, Pierce?
No, it's yours.
Okay. Alright, so the movie that I'm recommending that I really want to revisit is Monster Squad. It's a movie about a young group of monster fanatics who their hometown gets invaded by Count Dracula and all the other like movie monsters from like the old
Dark
Warner
Universe?
Brothers. Yeah, the Dark Universe. Warner Brothers. Back like OG.
Okay.
This is the Dark Universe Avengers movie.
Yeah, and they have to save their hometown. And Wolfman's got nards. Came with the nards.
Nards.
I know this is one you didn't.
I'll have to watch.
I know it's one you've been really trying to get me to watch.
Yep. Monster Squad.
Isn't it a Harold Ramis or no?
No, it's Fred Decker. And Shane Black was the writer.
Oh, Shane Black. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a fun movie.
The Nice Guys.
Yep. I like Shane Black. He's a cool dude.
You guys see The Nice Guys?
I did.
Yeah,
I really like
that.
it.
I love that one.
That's a movie that and The Man from London are two like movies that I just kind of stealth push.
Nice Guys I've seen more than once. I like
Man from Uncle.
Man from Uncle. Sorry.
That one was underrated.
Stuck with me
No one went to see
that.
I
agree. Man from Uncle's excellent.
Maybe it's because they keep fucking telling people to watch The Man from London. It's a real Helen Keller situation here.
Everyone went to the theater. Can I watch The Man from London? They'll be like, we don't have that movie. He's like, fucking bet.
Now that movie, what caused me to watch? Because this one day it's like, hey, we should watch The Man from Uncle, and then we just did.
My dad had it on Blu-ray, and I was like, oh, I like the whole '60s vibe, and it was like even like the movies filmmaking style was like
it was really snappy,
so good.
It had a snappiness that matches those old movies with the hard cuts.
Also, it had like an Ocean 11's kind of
almost, yeah. Had a really nice humor to it. It was a good movie. Very underrated. I think it's a remake
of an old show.
It was an old TV show.
60s TV show.
It'd be nice if that got some more. I really like Armie Hammer, and he's not in a ton, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. He's got now he's in a ton.
He's starting to.
He was in Sorry to Bother You. He's gonna be in.
I feel like he's on a Hollywood gray list where he only gets like work from like certain people he happens to be friends with. I don't think for some reason he's got like the potential to like lead a big movie. He just hasn't,
because I know he's supposed to be in like in a bunch of stuff.
He's got something coming out in the near future.
Yeah, he's a dude that, like you said, I like to see him in more work.
Yeah, he's cool. Good. I like him. Let's see. You looking that up, Pierce? Or do you want me to?
Why did it pick Armin Shimmerman?
He's in The Social Network.
Yeah, he was the twins.
But that wasn't supposed to be a huge movie. I think it just became a huge movie.
But he was the twins.
He's in Call Me By Your Name.
He was in The Lone Ranger.
He was. See, known for, like, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. was his fourth most common role that people know him from. And that movie didn't do great.
He was in Cars 3.
And The Lone Ranger fucking tanked.
Cars 3,
yeah.
Man.
He was in Cars 3.
Free Fire. I wanted to see that. I never saw that.
Free Fire.
He's in Nocturnal Animals.
I saw Free Fire.
And I started watching Nocturnal Animals.
Okay, so he does get work.
Birth of a Nation. I thought the original was better.
Oh, he voiced himself in the Disney Infinity Marvel Superheroes cartoon. Organic.
I heard you, Pierce.
He's in Reaper.
He's Strong Arm in Stanley's Mighty Seven.
Wait, who does he play in Reaper? Morgan? What the fuck?
Oh god, he was in Mirror Mirror.
Mirror Mirror?
The one with Julia Roberts.
Oh, wow. I forgot that movie existed.
I remember watching that short 2081 in like middle school. Because we read the short story.
Why are his pants so high-waisted? When was this film? 2007.
What are you looking at?
The 5 episodes he was in of Reaper. That show that I think only I watched, and it was scarce episodes.
He was student number 2 in one episode of Arrested Development.
Well, time to get rewatch Arrested Development, I suppose.
So I can find Armie Hammer?
Yeah, that's the flame under my ass I needed.
Alright, so
what's the next movie, Ben?
Thanks for moving that along. The movie that I want to watch, that I've been told to watch many times, and again, falls into how have I not watched this yet, is Fright Night. So Fright Night's about a teenager who discovers that the new guy in his neighborhood is a vampire, so he turns to the actor in a TV horror show to help deal with his undead problem.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the poster.
It's such cool. It's such an awesome poster.
TJ's pointed out, I don't know if it's on the show or not, but like a poster will sell me on a movie.
Yeah,
like, I know I'm shallow like that, but like if you got a cool poster, I'll give you at least a look.
I think I watched the trailer. If I see like on IMDb, I'm like, that's a cool looking poster.
Yeah, it's like it means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Oh, that is such a cool poster.
I told you, man. And then also we have to watch Aquaman.
And that's it.
Yeah. Woo, Aquaman's out. I bet you the movie will have...
He's fucking Ariel, right, in the movie?
Yeah, she's really hot, though. I got a thing. I got a thing for her.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with that. Aquaman, it probably has some style.
Look, if you're
It's James
straight or
Wan.
gay or man or woman, there's someone for you to masturbate to in that movie. So,
Oh, wow, that's a good take.
You know what? At least there's something.
It's directed by James Wan.
we all touch ourselves. That's the one thing that unifies us.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're one of those fucking weirdos.
Unless you're a fucking Mormon.
Mormons all masturbate. You know they do.
Yeah.
Okay, so he directed Saw.
Good
I
transition.
imagine- Wait, who did?
The guy who directed
James Wan.
this movie, Aquaman.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I completely I lost the plot there. I was thinking of all sorts of weird shit.
He
Trying to how to
directed
turn
Dead
it into a joke.
Silence, Insidious, The Conjuring, Insidious 2, Furious 7, The Conjuring 2. So he's basically got the best track record in history.
He's got a lot of box office successes.
No, that doesn't count.
I was trying to find a way to wrap that.
Hold on. The first Saw is fucking great. The Conjuring's pretty great.
Yeah, but then he also has
The dude's
Insidious
capable
Chapter
of doing
2.
shit.
He also
The
has a lot
first
of garbage.
Insidious.
He
You know,
does.
hot take, I don't like the first Insidious.
I don't like
at
it
all.
either.
I don't either. I like
Not
about
particularly.
about
I think that's not a hot
60%
take.
of
I
that.
don't think anyone likes
Yeah.
that movie.
I like 60% of Insidious.
Dead Silence was fucking boring. Furious 7, I refuse to watch.
Dead Silence is a fun middle school movie. if
That's when we watched
yeah,
it.
that's what I mean. If you see it when you're that age, it's not a great one to revisit.
Yeah. What? Can you believe it? 3 grown men don't know how to read a calendar. So it turns out Aquaman and Spider-Verse came out around the same time, and neither of them were quite in time for the recording. But we ended up watching Spider-Man anyway. We made it work. So, really good. Really looking forward to it. Tune in next time. It's going to be a good fucking time. So, any final thoughts?
Fuck you, James. Oh, I'm just kidding.
No, I think we're good. Pretty solid week overall.
Yeah, I had a good week.
Yeah, I had a pretty good week.
I'm looking
we
forward.
We didn't talk about our weeks. How was?
Oh yeah, you know.
Want to talk about that? Want to do it as a kind of a little wrapper for the
Everyone
end?
cuts off right here.
You know, I'd be okay with people missing this if it means that they didn't tune out while listening to our boring weeks. In the first 5 minutes, they hear the week and they're like, "Sorry, pass."
Not much happened. I'm just gonna say Ben shaved his head now.
Oh yeah, I shaved my head bald.
And
It's
starting to grow
bald.
It's already started to grow back quite a bit.
Still look a little bit like Eisenberg though.
Yeah, I did. I got a lot of Heisenberg jokes the first 3 days.
back. I'm trying to think what you look like now. You look like you could wear a leather jacket and it would not look silly.
Yep.
Also, it's kind of hard. Sometimes
I look a lot angrier. That's
Sometimes
what I've
if
been
we're
told.
Sometimes
I just look more intense, especially with my glasses off. I just look
Oh my
fucking mad.
God.
It's true. Sometimes Ben will tell me to do something, and I feel like
Yeah.
he's got some
I'll be like,
real
TJ,
salt
pass me
behind
that. And he
Yeah.
just takes it. He's like, fine, man.
You look like you
Or-
got back from prison.
Or when we're out in public, if we're standing
I
next
got a
to
head
each
tattoo
other.
I'm trying to cover with some hair growing in.
When we're out in public, if we're standing next to each other, Ben likes to cross his arms during downtime, and so do I. But me and him gotta be careful doing that now because Ben looks super serious with the bald
Yeah.
head. He just looks like a really aggressive bouncer.
Yeah, I was.
You guys could both dress like bikers and everyone would be scared of you.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you guys open your mouth and start being like...
Yeah, we need to get
I
some
thought
some cuts. But we were in Culver's earlier tonight. Plug if you want to sponsor us. Good job, Culver's.
Culver's is pretty good.
I like Culver's.
love the
But I was in
cheeseburgers.
Culver's and I learned a fact the other day. I mean, I knew this fact for a while, but I was reminded of this fact. That fecal matter is on almost every surface in a public area. Just keep that in mind. Wash your
Interesting.
hands.
Hold on, Ben came up to me and said
well,
this.
wait, hold on.
All right.
TJ was waiting in line, and I had the idea while I was refilling my drink, and the man was getting ketchup next to me. I go, man, it'd be really funny if I just leaned over and said, fecal matter's on almost every surface in a public area. While he's getting ketchup from a dispenser, it might turn him off of it. And I want to know if that would piss somebody off, or if they would take it into consideration.
I'd be like, thanks.
So instead, I walk over to TJ, who's standing by himself next to 2 women, and I go, hey, TJ, it would be really fucked up if somebody just was like, hey, did you know almost all public services are covered in fecal matter?
He said it loud.
It'd be really funny if you did that to someone at the ketchup dispenser.
So loud.
And-
without hesitation.
And the
I
2
just
women
ketchup.
next to me, the one girl went off to go get ketchup. Not even fucking with you. And her sister, her friend, gets this fucking disgusted look on her face.
She literally looked at me to a point where, like, I couldn't even make eye contact with the people next to me, like, if I wanted to. I was just, like, instantly, as soon as Ben told me, I just had to go play devil's advocate and be like, why would anybody do that, Ben?
I'm like, you know what? Some people have that knowledge, and it needs to be shared. You know, that's a harsh reality that people need to be aware of. Look, you know, I have great power and great knowledge. I can use that for good or evil.
Yeah, literally, Ben was, like, pretty much delivering, like, testing out a monologue for a new supervillain he's working
with.
Yeah. New fucking
it's
shave
like,
your
look,
head.
we had to nuke New York City.
Yeah, here we go. Ben
to get rid of all the fecal matter.
Ben shaves his head, he becomes fucking Lex Luthor all of a sudden.
I stole, what was it, 30 cakes? It was terrible. Alright, good week. We got like a good chunk. It might be a shorter episode. I think we kind of blew through things, but I think there's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, ain't nothing
I think we
wrong.
got to the point with that.
Yeah.
Very mellow, laid back.
Yeah.
Also, we got some really good parts.
We did. We had some fun parts in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say thank you, everybody. This is really late, but I'm going to plug it in the front. We're on SoundCloud now, so if you want to check us out.
I've been meaning to ask you to put us on SoundCloud so I can
Yeah, because SoundCloud is so much easier, and it was just one of those things where it's like, not everybody has YouTube Premium. Mm-hmm. So it's probably nice to like branch out a little bit and at least start with the easy one like SoundCloud, so you can listen while you're working or whatever you're doing.
Keep on.
It just makes sense.
Let us know what you've been watching. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, we're Target On's podcast on SoundCloud. I'll link it in the description. I'll put it on our Facebook, which you should also check out if you haven't.
I'll fucking listen to it. I love that. I love listening to it.
I'll set up a Twitter too. Fuck it, why not?
Do you?
Yeah,
I think Pierce is our number one fan.
I do.
Pierce is watching Hiei.
I've seen every episode that we put out.
Yeah.
And like one day I just watched a bunch of them in a row, and I was just like, man, we're funny.
When we make it,
we're fucking funny, dude. We're good.
You know, when we make it big, a lot of people are gonna be hunting down Majin Hiei. He's gonna get blown up when we make it big.
Because we keep referencing.
He's gonna be our first I guess our first guest that won't be permanent. We're gonna get him in on Skype. We're like Majin Hiei.
Oh, if we could get him
we need to get you to call in.
If he heard us on this episode, he'd say something.
Dude, we're gonna find out.
Oh, he will.
No, this is where Pierce unveils that Majin Hiei is actually him.
It's Bailey.
I still try to do it like with my phone here.
Yeah.
You're commenting on like old videos. I'm getting notifications. It's like, wait, he's in the call.
Pierce is just call it a telemarketer in India.
All right. Well, have a good one.
Thank you.